Okay guys, we're down in the basement. Today's squat day. So I'm going to go through my squat routine, my leg routine. What I do here is I warm up with the bar. I use my chucks for the first 2-3 sets, and then I use weightlifting shoes when I start getting up in the weight. So I use the chucks. They're flat or so, and it just warms up the ankles a little better, and try to get a little bit mobility with the chucks. I don't know, doing 3 sets helps with a lightweight, but it hasn't hurt, so I'm gonna just keep doing it. All right, so let's get this first warm-up set out of the way.
Yeah, I haven't taken videos of my workout lately, and with my chucks on, it looks like I'm doing good mornings. Man, I can't believe it. I should be going a lot lower than that.
Okay, first warm-up set done. All right, so I bump it up to 55 pounds. I'm still squatting with the chucks on.
Yeah, with the chucks on, I'm doing good mornings here.
So what I try to do in a warm-up, I try to go down as low as I can to get the everything loosened up. So and get everything warmed up. So that's it for this. Now I'll throw on my Ollie shoes. Alright, so now I got my Ollie shoes on, and for you guys that are just coming in for the first time, Ollie means Olympic weightlifting shoes. So, anyway, I keep the weight at 55 pounds, and I warm up. Changing shoes, I warm up with the same weight. I'm at a different angle, so I don't want to jump up to my next heaviest weight without warming up at this angle. So, and I do 10 reps of this.
Even with my squat shoes on, my depth is bad. Boy, I'm sure glad I started to take videos again.
Alright, so now I got 115 pounds, so I left off with 55 and I jumped to 115, and I do 5 reps on this warm-up set. I don't wear a belt until I get up to my working set or the set before the working set.
Okay, I think I got a lot of work to do here.
All right, I got 160 pounds on here now. I'm gonna do 5 reps. Anytime that you see these guys working out on the YouTube, they're always doing their work sets on their videos, but they never really show us what their warm-up sets are. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm showing you what I do as far as warm-up sets. So I really don't care about how I go and put more weight on. Like I had 115 pounds. This time I went to 160. Sometimes I'll just do 140, or I'll go 150. What I'm trying to do is make big jumps, so that way I get used to the shock of having a heavier weight sooner than I should. But other times I'll warm up a little bit more and I'll do a lighter weight as far as bumping the weight up for the warm-ups to my work sets. So I bumped up here from 115 to 160. I'm going to do 5 reps and we'll see. And every once in a while I have a problem when I try to set myself here. Sometimes too far left or too far right, and I gotta reset it again. Majority of the time, I'm okay. Yep.
You think putting heavier weight on would help bring me down to depth? Well, at least I caught it early.
All right. Right now here I got 190 pounds. I put my belt on and I do 3 reps on this. All right, so now I got 200 pounds on here. I'm gonna do 1 rep. Show you my workout partner. He's the best partner you can have. Nice and quiet now as he's getting older. He likes being with me instead of being somewhere else in the house. Oh, Looks like he's getting a little bashful here. Alright, so we're going to get back to the working out here. Alright, so on this set I'm doing 205. The next set will be 210 and my working sets will be 215. So at the end I just up the weight 5 pounds until I get to my working set. I don't go like 30 pounds and then do working set. I need to warm up my legs, make sure the knees are warmed up so I don't hurt myself here. And this is really sucks because when I was young I could just jump in there and just start working out, but now you know you gotta take your time, make sure everything's warm. So alright, so this is 205, 1 rep. And every time I re-rack it, I end up coming back. Now on what I do is a high bar squat. I don't like low bar squat. I don't like the way it feels on my back. And like I said, I'm not going to be doing a 500-pound squat. It's a little late in life, but I still want to get as strong as I can and do it, you know, where I am comfortable and enjoy it. And I don't like the low bar squat. Alright, I got 210 on here, and this is my normal working load now that I've been doing. Like I said, I'm going to jump to 115 after this. Also, this is a ½ pound heavier than I did at the meet last year. So this is how long it's taken me to get back to this weight again after being injured over the summer. So let's see now I can stay healthy and keep progressing now after this. So I'm going to do this 1 rep, and then we're going to throw and get 215 on here. Forgot about the belt. I don't know why I do that. It's just something that I've been doing. I can go with 2 feet and over there, but I don't know why. Doesn't really help set me up here because I keep not being right in the middle. So, takes care of that one. Now I'll get 215 on here. And I'm going to have to start doing more walkouts because it's heavy on the back. You guys start getting used to heavier weight. And before I got injured, I was walking out 300 pounds, so I got to get back up there. The last week I walked out 275, so. But even though I'm still doing that a little heavier on the walkouts, this thing still feels heavy to me. I gotta start doing more walkouts. Alright, so I have 215 on here. Now the last session I did 215, I did 5 sets of 1 rep. So what I'm going to do today, and try to do, I'm going to do 3 sets of 2 reps. That way I'm still getting the volume in here, but I'm doing less sets. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So this is the first set. Alright, that's one set down. Alright, so we're back for second set. Last month, the 12th of December, I did one rep max was 220. And I would like to get 225 this month. And they say just don't do any testing, just wait for the meet and that'll be your test. Well, I gotta have it in my head what I can do ahead of time. And I can't go in the meet and say, okay, I'm gonna do 225, and I never even tried it. So, and it's just me. Yeah, so this is 215. I did one wet max 220. So hopefully in another week I'll be able to do 225, do 2 plates. So I'm going to do 2 now, 2 more, one set of 2. And I'm actually doing 3 sets of 2. I'm doing 1 more rep than I did my last session, because I did 5 sets of 1. So I'm still progressing here if I can do it. It was a little, I grinded it out this last set. I hope the second set will be easier because I'm warmed up to it now. Yep, that takes up some energy right there, and I get right in the middle.
Yeah, I thought I would be able to do 225 on my test next week, but now that I know that I'm not going to depth, I'm not going to be able to go that heavy. I can't even go to depth with this weight.
Alright, back here for the third set. And, like I said, the second set was a little better. We'll see what happens here. Okay, that's it. Now, squat day, I do front squats. I do back squats. And then I do front squats. And I do leg curls. I only do 3 exercises for squat day. So I'm going to take the weight off here because my front squat's a lot lighter. Take the weight out here, and then I'm going to show you how I do my front squats. Alright, so I'm going to show you some things here about the front squat that I've learned. I have a problem with my shoulders. For you guys that have been watching these videos, no. But for new guys, I injured my shoulder, so I have a hard time doing front squats with the bar wrapped onto my shoulders. And so there's 3 ways to do this. There's one you could do the actual, Olympic lift rack style, and then you got the other one where you cross your arms and lift the weight. I'll show you. So anyway, so here's the Olympic style. You get under the bar, and you lift it up. Okay, put your thumb over here. Now you let the weight. Now you don't hold the weight. Just you just hold it with these like this. Okay, and then you lift the bar up. Then you go out. And you do your squats. Now what's happening is now, I don't know if you can see from there, if I'm close enough, but the bar is right up on my neck. You see it? And also there's a lot of tension on my wrists here, and there's a lot of pressure on my shoulders. I know after a while, I guess I get used to it. What's the sense? I'm not competing in Olympic lifts. All I want to do is just get some, development in my quads, so there's really no reason for me to go through all this pain just to put some inches on my quads. So I stopped doing it. Now there's another way that guys do it, and I hope I can show you right. But I'm not going to walk out with it because this really digs into my shoulders. So what they do is you cross your arms. Then you lay the bar across your shoulders here. This holds the bar down, and then you lift it up and you back up off, and then you do your squat. But the heavier the weight you get, if you have bad shoulders, you're going to feel this digs right into the freaking bones here. Even though, even if you have some meaty shoulders, you're still going to feel the pain if you're not used to it. Now, another thing, when I was doing it this way, the bar rolled up into my neck and banged me right into the throat here, and I couldn't swallow for like 3-4 days. That's how bad it hit. It was really sore. Plus, the knurling here is another thing. It works there into it starts tearing up your skin if it hits it. So, I don't like it. Now here's another one that I found that was a lot easier. And what you do is take 2 straps and you wrap it around the bar. And you do the same thing as you would do if you were doing the Olympic racking. The only thing you're going to do is you don't have to worry about having the bar in your hand. So what you do is you grab this as low as you can without having to grab this part. You just stay with this. Okay, you can even get it closer if you want. Okay, now you hold on to this, and then you unrack the bar, and then you go back and you do your squat. And you hold it like this, and it's almost the same as the Olympic. But the only thing is that when you start putting more weight on here, you're really, if you bend down just a little bit, you're really got to hold the weight so it doesn't fall off. And so then you got to stand up straight again, and then you got to, try to reposition it again. So it's like, it's not really that great, but it's a lot easier than the other two if you have really bad shoulders. But now there's a 4th way that you can do it. And it's with this. I got this from Get Strength. If you can see this on the camera, I don't have anybody can zoom in here. I got it from Get Strength, and they're from New Zealand. And this is really nice. And it's padded here. You can see the padding. Very simple setup here. And all you do is put the weight. All you do is put this across your shoulders like this. You walk in to the bar. You center it. Now you can get it as close as you want here without hitting your throat. Plus, you don't have to go bend your wrist. No tension on your on your elbows, your joints. So then you lift it up, you back up, you do it. Now the only thing about it is you have to get used to it because it'll, with the weight on there, it'll pull you down a little bit. So you have to, this is really one thing you have to learn is to really do a perfect front squat and keep your back straight. So I'm going to make a review on this eventually, but I just don't want to start doing front squats and you see this thing, you won't even know what the heck this thing is. But another thing about it is like one size fits all, as you see. So for you bigger guys that are, got some bigger shoulders and you've got a more of a, thicker back and thicker chest, you'll fill it in better. For smaller guys, you're going to have some space. Now, I don't know if you can see it. You see the space in here? And even if I go up, and if I go like that, fine, but then, no way the bar can go, the bar will be right here instead of where it belongs. So that's the only thing about this. It's not really uncomfortable or anything, but it's not really completely around my shoulders and my chest. It's on my back and top of my shoulders and right here, the bottom part is right here on my chest. But if you stand up straight, all you're doing is just sitting there. Now if you start moving this way or that way, yeah, then you'll feel the pressure of the weight. But if you use it correctly, then you won't have any problems. So, yeah, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to put weight on the bar and then do my front squats. Alright, so I got 105 pounds here. I'm not really that heavy yet with the front squat. I'm working back into it again because of the injury I got over the summer. All this area was just really sore. I couldn't even put the bar for the back squat on my back for a good long time. So anyway, did you guys ever watch videos and these guys will come in and say, well, I don't have the I didn't make a video of my third set, or I didn't make a video of my second set because my battery went dead, or I forgot to turn the camera on. Well, guess what? I did the whole thing that you just saw about this racking the bar for the front squat. I did all that same thing you just saw without the camera on, so I had to do it all over again. So it happens to everybody. All right, so I got 105 pounds in here, and I do 8 reps. And then the next set will be 110, and today will be the first time I'm doing 115. So we'll see how we do here. And I gotta latch my belt before I put that on because I can't even. Okay. Alright, so I got 110 on here. Like I said, I'm gonna do 115 for the first time in a long time. When I got injured, I was doing 130, working my way up 130, and then got injured, and then now I start all over again. So hopefully, gonna stay healthy this time. So let's get this set out of the way. Now, when I first started doing the front squats, I was doing a real, low, deep squat. But right now, I'm keeping tension on the quads, and I just want to get some work, a little stronger. It's an assistance exercise for my back squat, so I don't need to really go deep. All I need is just to get the tension and to work the quads.
Now I know why I'm not doing depth in the back squat, because I stopped going down deep in the front squat. That's the reason why I'm having this problem. So, alright, so I'm going to have to start doing my squats deeper on both the front and the back squats.
Okay, get 115 on here and see how many I can do. Alright, so see how many I can do with just 115 pounds. Now one thing about this, you got to keep your back straight, because if you move just down just a little bit, it really pulls you forward. So there's a learning curve on this thing. So if you see, I don't know, I feel it pulling me on my first couple of reps until I get settled, so this probably shows on the video too. So anyway, and it's really cool now. I can see where my feet are in the viewfinder in the camera. Before I didn't know where the hell my feet were. All right. See, I went forward in this first rep.
See how subtle it is when you start doing an exercise different, and it carries over into another exercise that's very important to do right. This front squat, because I'm not squatting past parallel, it's affected my back squat. So now I'm going to have to go back and do both of these exercises deeper.
That'll be it for today. Oh. All right. So I'm starting out with 30 pounds to warm up, and we'll go from there. I usually do 4 or 5 sets, but I'm only doing 3 sets today. So here we go. 30 pounds, 8 reps. Okay, I got 40 pounds on here. We'll do 8 reps. Maybe last set, got 50 pounds. I'm going to do as many as I can. Okay. So that's 8 reps, 50 pounds last set. While I was taking my breaks, I was going over some of the videos that I just took. My squat, my front squat, and I had to take videos of my workouts lately, and I'm not. Doesn't look like I'm making depth as far as competition. I'm a little high. It feels like. See, that's the thing. Just because it feels like you're making depth doesn't mean you are. That's why it's always best to take videos of your workouts if you want to make sure that you're going down deep enough. Now, when I was doing that 215 pounds, it felt like I was going past parallel. But when I saw my video, it doesn't look like it. But then again, maybe because I have the camera a little higher, because I'm getting used to this camera. So my next session, I'm going to lower the camera, so I'm straight on as far as catching my knee area more. I'm just taking a full body squat. Also with the front squat, same thing. It felt like I was going all the way down to the floor, and I look at the video, and it looks like I'm not even making it. Now, if you see my other videos of me, my workouts, you'll see from like maybe, well, it's going to be 2 years. 2 years ago, I had the same problem, but then you see as I progressed, I was really getting good depth. I was going ass to grass. So, especially with the front squat. So I'm going to have to work a little harder, and then, because I don't want to get, bounced off from the judge telling me I didn't do depth. So anyway, that's it for the squat day. Now I did all 3 sessions. Now the next time won't be as long, the videos. Plus I didn't have to explain as much on my next videos, except for showing you my progression on my log. So we'll see you there in the basement for the next session.
If you like the video, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe.